Hi there, this is Stella, the one who owns the energized me. And it was a very long time since I said anything here live. I rarely post anything really here on this page. But I have this topic that I want to talk about in Stella's Facepod within my group. #Confident Career Women. And if you're a woman and a professional and you want to know what I'm going to talk about, well, listen to the face pods I have made recently. You should join. There are 3 questions that you have to answer, and everybody has to answer them, and I will not let anyone in who doesn't answer the questions. So if you have no intention to answer them, then you don't even have to apply. And if you find like the questions aren't for you, then fine. That's how it's going to go. But the next face pod is going to be about, does time heal wounds? I'm going to give my take on that because time doesn't. And the reason this came up for me and why I decided to make this topic is I saw the documentary about Michael Jackson's abuse of young boys. That's how I see it. And I belong to the people who 100% believe them. And the reason is I have been working with these people for 30 years. This is how I got into becoming a professional as a therapist. That's where I started. As a complete beginner, like new, fresh out of the education, the training, the 4-year training to become a Gestalt therapist. I started to work with these heavy issues right away. And that's why I say, yes, they experience this. And time will not heal. What they're doing now is part of healing. So I want to talk about that, and that it's not only about like sexual abuse and pedophiles and all that. It's the whole thing, the whole concept of time heals, and it doesn't. And I think you know that if you do not treat a wound, like a physical wound, correctly, it will not heal. It will get worse. And it makes me very emotional when I say this. Partially due to my own experiences with myself. I have not been sexually abused, but I have gone through a lot of physical torture and pain in my childhood. And I'm dealing with that still dealing, and I'm healing it still. And I am very happy about that. So I will talk about this and if you want to join, please do. Yeah, I think that's it for now. #Confident Career Women, join. And next Tuesday, I will address this, as I do every Tuesday. I address an issue, a topic that in one way that has been raised. And this time I just found it so important to tell everybody what I'm going to talk about and how this came up. This is why I'm addressing it here now live. Sexual abuse is so common in our society and people do not talk about it. And why not? Because in my opinion, this is how I see it. It's because so many are affected by it and are trying to hide away from it. And since time does not heal wounds, it is very difficult to come out and say, yes, this happened to me. Or yes, I know this happened to my sibling. Or yes, I know this is happening to kids in my class as a teacher. That is how common it is. There's at least 1, perhaps 2, perhaps 3, perhaps more, I don't know, child in every class. In every class. I've heard the number 1 in 3. I've heard the number 1 in 5. I don't know. I don't have any statistics on it. But what I know is that it's very common and it needs to be addressed. And I think it's so courageous for them to come out and talk about it and say, this happened to us, with this icon that everyone puts on a pedestal and says he's a saint. And it's not going to be about him. It's going to be about healing wounds and why time will not do that for you. All right. Yes, I will also talk about what will heal the wounds, what measures you need to take to be able to heal. Anyways, so this is what I wanted to say, and I hope to see you in #ConflictCareerWomen on Tuesday, but you can apply right away. Bye for now.